Aloha, my name is Robert and welcome back to the Nea Papakahana Online Professional Development for the Canoe project. Today we'll be talking about Module 8 of 15. As always, we begin by logging into our website www.stemd2.com. That's www.stemd2.com. After you've logged in, we're going to go to Students and Let's Build a Canoe. Now we go down to Unit 3 because Module 8 is in Unit 3 of the Go Math book. Let's go ahead to Module 8. Here are the list of activities for Module 8, which is about solving systems of linear equations. The first activity that we'll be talking about is Canoe 8.2.1. This is the first activity that corresponds with Lesson 8.2 in the Go Math book. In this activity, we'll be taking a look at Kumu Ahi and Kumu Aku. They are both master fishermen and best friends. They are really good at catching fish because they know of a secret fishing spot. In order to get to the secret fishing spot, they must first paddle from their house to a special tree across the river. So one of the Kumu paddle from here to here, and the other Kumu will paddle from here to here. Where these paths intersect is their secret fishing spot. So this was just an example, but down here we have the equations for the actual paths that Kumu Ahi and Kumu Aku have to travel in order to get to their secret fishing spots. With these two equations, we can use the substitution method to solve for the point of intersection. And that's what we'll be doing for the first two questions. In question 1, we are asked to first isolate the x variable in Kumu Ahi's equation, and then substitute it into the x for Kumu Aku's equation. And then we will finish solving for x and y. In question 2, we are isolating the y variable in Kumu Ahi's equation, and substituting the y variable in Kumu Aku's equation. After we give the ordered pair in question 3, we move on to question 4, and then reflect on what we just did. In particular, we want the students to see that the substitution method is very flexible. We can actually isolate any of these 4 variables as our first step. That's it for this activity. Please go ahead and pause the video and take some time to read and reflect on it. Welcome back. Let's go now on to Canoe 8.3.1. In this activity, we will be revisiting the story with Kumu Ahi and Kumu Aku. Instead of solving the system of equation with substitution method, we will be solving it with the elimination method. In question 1, we first solve the system of equations. Then in questions 2 and 3, we compare the number of steps that are needed to use the substitution method and the elimination method to solve the system. Finally, we compare and contrast the two methods of solving systems of linear equations. There are no right or wrong answers to the final question. We just want the students to be able to reflect on what they've been doing and share their thoughts about it. The students might be able to see that the substitution method is typically slower but easier to follow, while the elimination method is faster but harder to follow. That's it for this activity. Please go ahead and pause the video and read and reflect on it. Welcome back. The next activity that we'll be looking at is Canoe 8.4.1. In this activity, we'll be looking at some of the baskets that are being sold at Lehua's warehouse. Lehua sells lauhala baskets for 79 kala each. She also sells wicker baskets for 149 kala each. We see that she sold 14 baskets and earned 1,456 kala. In this activity, we will be translating the story into a system of equations. So first we have x representing the number of lauhala baskets sold. And then we have y representing the number of wicker baskets sold. We can write one equation describing the number of baskets sold, and we can also write another equation showing how much kala is earned. And then we conclude the activity by solving for x and y. Aloha, let's go on to our next activity, Canoe 8.C.1. This is the first cumulative activity of Module 8. In this activity, we will be revisiting an activity from Module 4. Here we have a number line representing different locations along the west coast of Oahu. We also have 4 canoe clubs paddling up and down this coast. We have Club Maili, Club Nanakuli, Club Ko'olina, and Club Kaena. These are the equations that represent their positions y at time t. Previously, we asked the students to figure out how many times did these canoe clubs meet. In this activity, we asked the students to expand on that. We want the students to either use the substitution method or the elimination method to determine when and where the canoe clubs meet. And then we ask the students to sketch one more line that will never meet Club Ko'olina. This would be a parallel line that has the same slope but a different y-intercept. That's it for this activity. Please go ahead and pause the video and take some time to review and reflect on it. Let us know how you can use this activity in your classroom. Alright, thank you for joining us for Module 8. We'll see you again for Module 9.